list that are supporting Kamala too.
Yeah, seriously, it's like insane.
Publicly, openly, like all in.
Yes. It's like J-Lo like was like his ex-girlfriend, and it's like now deciding she's like warning people against Trump. I'm like, well, wait a second. So how many people did she warn against Diddy?
Right.
Oh, zero. Okay.
Right.
Well, maybe we should warning people against Trump. Now deciding she's like warning people against Trump. I'm like, well, wait a second. So how many people did she warn against Diddy?
Right.
Oh, zero. Okay.
Right.
Well, maybe we shouldn't trust her opinion.
Did you see the?
Yo, wait, one more time.
And it's like now deciding she's like warning people against Trump. I'm like, well, wait a second. So how many people did she warn against Diddy?
Right.
Oh, zero. Okay.
Right.
Well,
Yo, shout out to the whole Diddy party, because it's not the Democratic Party, it's the Diddy party. Everybody in the chat drop Diddy party in the chat. Everybody drop Diddy party in the chat. So shout out to the Diddy party, not the Democratic Party, for advocating for this goofball, Kamala Harris. And also, drop your city in the chat. Let me know where you at. Drop your city in the chat. Let me know where you at. Drop your city in the chat. Let me know where you at. Drop your city in the chat. Let me know where you at. Everybody drop Diddy party in the chat, because it's not the Democratic Party. It's the Diddy party. Virtually every idiot that done went up and advocated for this idiot, Kamala Harris, is on the Diddy tapes. That's why they're advocating for this freaking woman, because she is their last hope of not getting exposed in either an indictment or in some court case or whatever, or in discovery. And this is one of the reasons why, just as an example, why any of the whistleblowers about Diddy, why they're not getting sued. Chris Todd is not getting sued. Chris Todd wants Diddy or any of these other people to try to sue him. Why? Because discovery is going to happen, because he then would actually have access to everything that Diddy has done in the past. You think he got tapes now? He's going to get all the tapes if Diddy sues him. Why? Because when you sue somebody, you have the right to defend yourself by something called discovery. You can subpoena the other person. The reason why Jaguar Wright isn't getting sued by Diddy or J-Lo or anybody else is because she will then be able to hold discovery on the person that is suing her, and they will actually have to give up everything that they have, all the information that they're hiding, in order to win the case. So either you're not going to win the case, or you need to just be quiet. And this is the reason why all of these people, whether it's Usher, I bet if Diddy could do a video call from jail, he would also advocate for Kamala Harris. So whether it's J-Lo, whether it's Cardi B, whether it's Usher, whether it's anybody else advocating for this freaking woman, they are begging for us to vote for this stupid woman, so the tapes will stay hidden. Drop your city in the chat. Let me know where you at. Drop your city in the chat. Let me know where you at. Drop your city in the chat. Let me know where you at. And drop Diddy party in the chat, because we're having a Diddy party in this. I don't want to curse yet because it's still within 10 minutes of the show. Check this out. I feel like, damn. So I posted this today, and people are busting out laughing off this. Deep down, they feel like, damn, if somebody as stupid as Kamala Harris can become president, anything can happen. It's like if somebody with no arms can win the Olympics and you don't have no arms, it makes you feel good. The person with no arms is representing you because you also have no arms. And you see a woman on TV with no brain. So you can feel like, damn, if her brainless bird brain ass can win the election and you sound exactly like Kamala Harris when your ass be talking. And you're like, oh my God, I think just like her. I answer questions just like her. You want her to win simply because she's stupid. Because you recognize that she's stupid. And because of that, you actually want a stupid person to be your president.
Harris comes across as very likable, almost soft-spoken and relatable to the general public, where I think Trump comes out as just the opposite. But he gives people a sense of strength that they're craving. He gives people a sense of strength. And I don't feel that they see that strength in Harris.
How do you think it's going to go?
Trump.
You think so?
I do.
Why?
I'm in the sign industry. I travel all around the state on a weekly basis. And just based on people I've spoken to and the signs I see, and the Trump signs probably outnumber the Harris signs 10 to 1 throughout the state.
So I've been talking to a lot of black men, either online or in person, to ask who they're voting for. And what I found out is the majority of the men are voting for Trump, but they're saying they're voting for Kamala on social media. Why is this? Because they don't want to piss off or alienate their female audience, because most of these men I've talked to, they have huge female audiences. So on social media, they're like, go Kamala Harris, but behind the scenes, they're voting for Trump, which makes a lot of sense. You ladies are used to being lied to anyway, so it don't make no difference. But altogether, nobody's voting for this damn woman. And men on social media are saying they're voting for her in order to make y'all feel good. So all of this is just cute. You already know this woman is not going to be president. And it was fun while it lasted. But in the next 2 days, we're going to go back to normal and y'all going to sit down somewhere and be quiet. So just to add to that particular video, everybody knows that nobody's voting for this stupid ass woman. That's the first thing. If she actually won, because there is a possibility that she can win, because allegedly the 10 million migrants have the ability to vote. And y'all let me know if I'm wrong involving that. But from what I've been reading, the migrants that have been let over here have the ability to vote. So the ones who actually can comprehend what the hell they're doing, because I'm sure a lot of them can't even speak English, if they can corral the migrants and get them to actually coherently vote for the right person, because if they can't speak English, they're not going to be able to know how to vote. They are going to actually be able to vote. And next thing you know, Kamala Harris can turn around and be president because of all these migrants that have been, let into this country. They have the ability to vote. But I don't know. I don't, know how that works or whatever, nor do I care, because at the end of the day, if Kamala Harris becomes our president in the next 2 days, all of us are going to be speaking a different language along with the migrants in the next 2 years, because we're probably going to go to war and we're going to lose because we have an idiot as a president. And all of a sudden, boom, we're speaking either Korean, Japanese, or Russian. And just like the people in Africa, and I'm not saying anything bad about the people in Africa, but are you aware that a lot of Africans speak French? Not saying anything bad about people in Africa, but are you aware that the majority of the people in that continent, in America, in Africa, speak French, or either their secondary language is French? There's a reason why, because you know why. Why are Africans speaking French? I'm just saying. So if Kamala becomes president, we're probably going to be speaking another language as our primary language in another 2-3 years, because another country is going to conquer us, and we all going to be using a different type of currency, all kinds of shit. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, we'll see what happens. But hey, to me, it's hilarious, because the majority of the people that actually want to vote for Kamala Harris are three main categories. So let's break this down. Everybody hit the like button. See, I have not even hit the like button all this time. See? So now I'm going to say it for the first time, so y'all can't be mad at me. I need everybody watching to hit the like button, hit the like button, hit the like button, hit the like button. Even if you vote for Kamala Harris, hit the like button. All right. So get these likes up, and y'all can't get mad at me like, you keep saying hit the like button. I waited about 15 minutes before I said the words hit the like button. So hit the like button. Let's go. Get these likes up. Get these likes up. Get these likes up. Hit the like button. So there's three groups of people who are voting for Kamala Harris. The first group of people who are voting for Kamala Harris are single mothers. All right. Single mothers are voting for Kamala Harris. And I just want to say this. I'm not mad at any of you single mothers for voting for Kamala Harris, because you are a single mother. So most likely you make or have made terrible life decisions already for your own life. So of course you're going to continue to make terrible life decisions for the country if you have the ability. I can't get mad at women or women who are voting for Kamala because they're women. Like, what do you expect women to do? They're going to make emotional, non-objective decisions about their lives and about the election, about everything else. See, like I always say, I am willing to accept women for being women. I'm not mad at, I'm not one of these women haters. I'm not a red pill cornball. I have no problem with women making stupid, incoherent, dysfunctional, problematic, terrible decisions. It's what women do for their own lives. The majority of your baby daddies don't even have a daddy because you didn't even know who the baby was when you got pregnant. So how can we get mad at a group of people that ruin their own lives on an own basis? I don't take it personal. Your own life is trash. Your baby daddy is a bum. Or you don't even know who your baby daddy is. Some of y'all are pregnant right now and you don't even know who the daddy is. So I can't get mad at that group of people for voting for a woman that actually, think about this, because it's actually genius. The single mothers are actually geniuses. Put a 1 in the chat if y'all want to know why I think single mothers who are voting for Kamala Harris are geniuses. Put a 1 in the chat if y'all want to know why I think single mothers who are voting for Kamala Harris are geniuses. Because if y'all don't want to know, I'll just move on to the next person, the next group of people. But put a 1 in the chat if you want to know why I think single mothers are geniuses. Let's get some ones. Let's get the ones. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's get the, one person said, nah, keep that. Put 1 in the chat if y'all want to know. Well, I'm going to tell y'all anyway. So think about this. The single mothers who are wanting to vote for Kamala Harris are actually geniuses for this particular reason. Like I said, I accept everybody. It's no problem. You are so used to, and your potential of making another stupid decision for your life is so high where you shouldn't vote for anybody else other than Kamala Harris. Because guess what? Kamala Harris, her number one thing that she says she's going to advocate for is what? Abortions. So if you're prone to make stupid, dysfunctional, terrible, life-changing decisions, why not vote for the president that is giving away buy one, get one free abortions. It only makes sense. Ladies, I love you. I'm not mad at y'all. You're making the best decision for your own interests. Y'all already done had 3 abortions already. It only makes sense. The average woman who has gotten an abortion has gotten an abortion before. I'll say that again. The average woman that has gotten an abortion has gotten an abortion in the past. So why not vote for a woman that's going to advocate for buy one, get one free abortions? I'm just saying. People who ain't got no damn sense don't have no damn sense when it comes to their own womb. So why not vote for the person that ain't got no damn sense that's going to give away abortions like candy, like Halloween candy? Hey, you want an abortion? Okay. You want an abortion too? You want an abortion too? She's giving away abortions like Halloween candy. So it's okay. I understand. I'm not mad at y'all. I'm not mad at the women who want to vote for Kamala Harris, because if I was stupid, I would vote for Kamala Harris too. I'm just not stupid. So shout out to all of the stupid people voting for Kamala Harris. I love you. I accept you. We need you. Why do we need you? Somebody's got to cook the fries at McDonald's or whatever. You know, we need somebody got to cook the fries, y'all. I learned that a long time ago. We always are going to need somebody that is willing to cook the fries. Imagine waking up one day and you want some fries, some French fries or some tater tots, and there's nobody there to cook them. Wouldn't you be a little thrown off? Hey, let me get fries with my wings. Oh, there's no fries. Okay, let me get tater tots. There's no tater tots. Why? Because there's nobody there to cook the fries. What do you mean there's nobody there? We need people to cook fries and tater tots. I personally love tater tots. I'm actually weird. I'm against fries, but I'm for tater tots, and they're the same thing. I love tater tots, and they're terrible for my health, but I love me some tater tots. So I need an ample amount of people all over the country to be cooking me tater tots. Oh, the people who cook fries are not the people who cook wings. I don't know if y'all knew that, but the people who actually dump the fries in the grease, the people who do the wings, they're over there. You know, they put the wings in a little thing, and then they shake them around and put the sauce in it. That is not the same person that cooks the fries. So yeah, so that is the first thing. The single mothers are the first demographic of people who actually are voting for Kamala Harris, dumbass. And I understand, because you make terrible life decisions and you are going to need to get an abortion in the future. So I get it. I understand. You know, your dumb ass is going to let Pookie nut in you probably 2 Thursdays from now, and you're going to be like, oh my God, I did it again. What is wrong with me? And you're going to need an abortion 2 Thursdays from now. Well, you gotta, I don't know when y'all get abortions, the second day, and you know. So I get it. So shout out to the single mothers who are going to get their 2-for-1 abortion vouchers, or buy one get one free abortion vouchers in the mail after the election, possibly if she wins. So I got it. I get it. I get it. See, I love y'all. Okay. I love all of y'all. But at the end of the day, this dumbass woman is not gonna win. So it is what it is. So, do something. Do something, because she ain't gonna win. So that is the first demographic. Single mothers are going to vote for Kamala Harris. The second demographic out of the three demographics of people who are voting for Kamala Harris are broke people. So broke people are broke for a reason. They don't make good life decisions either. And they're most likely single fathers. And they're running around whining about how their baby mama keep putting them on child support. These are the victims of women. They're always whining about women, like the little red pill cornballs. They're voting for Kamala Harris also because they're broke, right? See, people who vote Democrat, just period, overall, are mainly broke, inept, stupid people because they need the government to give them benefits, right? They don't benefit anybody else. And they're usually like the roaches of the community, right? They just live off the community because you have two types of people. You have creators and producers, and you have consumers, right? So the broke people are the consumers of the world. They don't create nothing. They don't produce nothing. They just eat off of the land on a normal basis. And because they are consumers, every time they get their little check, they go buy some dumb shit, right? So those people are always going to be broke because people who aren't broke, they offer something to their community. Whether it's advice, they create things, products, like I'm a producer. I actually produce more than I consume. I spend more money on card games, getting them created, than I do on chains, shirts, watches, and whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like, I spent more money on my camera. I spent more money on card games than I did this Tom Ford box and my Tom Ford glasses or my Cartier glasses. All right. These Cartier glasses were, I think, $2,600. Right. But the $2,600 I spent on my Cartier glasses did not match to the thousands of card games that I have bought in order to sell, right? So yes, I buy stuff, but overall, I create more stuff for my community. You know what I'm saying? So a person like me is never going to be broke because I'm always going to have a product to offer, a product to sell, or some type of advice or help to offer to my community because I am a creator. I am a visionary. I offer products. I'm a producer. So I am helping my community. Broke people are the leeches and the roaches that just eat off of the community. And these are the parasites that literally just eat. But they don't give back. Even flies eat some food and they regurgitate the food and feed somebody else. So even flies actually are producers because they actually eat shit. Think about this. Flies eat the waste of somebody and then they feed somebody else the waste. So even flies are bigger producers than a lot of these broke people. So y'all might look at flies as like, oh my God, they sit around and eat shit. Well, they are producing something because they're taking away some waste that is on the ground and taking it and feeding somebody with it. That's kind of like how we do with cow manure. We take cow manure and then we plant, stuff with it. Like we use manure as fertilizer, right? So there are some broke people, because not everybody has money. So there are some broke people who actually want to produce. They just have failed, but they keep trying, right? So not all broke people are created equally. Some broke people, they just broke right now. So shout out to the broke people who are broke right now, but come next year and they working on everything, and they got ideas and they putting things together and they're trying, you know what I'm saying? Those people are our friends. So I'm not just saying somebody that is in the chat that is now broke is a bad person. No, I'm not saying that. I'm saying the people who don't care about producing, who don't care about helping their community, who are just literally just eating off of the land and not trying to add anything. They're having baby after baby after baby. It's just spitting out babies like water sprinklers. Those are the terrible people. But there are some people that are broke right now, but they have intentions on helping the land, helping the world, helping somebody, helping their family by getting their tubes tied, getting a vasectomy. See, if you broke, but you got a vasectomy, you aren't just living off of the land. You've learned from your mistakes, and now you're trying to, patch things up and do better. And in the future, you're not going to be broke. So I'm not just talking about broke people. I'm saying the broke parasitic people. Okay. So it's a difference. It's important for y'all to understand that. There's a big difference between broke people and broke parasitic people. All right. So like I said, the flies are different than the roaches. Okay. The flies are different than the rats. All right. Because the flies are actually cleaning up the shit and they're, so I'm just saying. So it's important for y'all to understand that. So that is the second demographic of people that are voting for Kamala Harris, the broke, parasitic people who just want to live off the government, because that's literally what Democrats do. They want to vote for somebody that is going to give them something so they ain't got to have or create nothing for themselves. So the third demographic of people are the LGBT whatever people. All right. And I have no problem with y'all. Y'all can, it's no problem. I ain't got no problem with the other people either. I love single mothers. I have no problem dating a single mother. I don't have a problem with that. So I don't have a problem with LGBT, whatever people. Those are the people who are voting for Kamala because they want more rights. And guess what? If I was gay, I would want more rights too. So I don't have a problem with gay people wanting more gay people rights because they're gay. It's nothing wrong with that. So think about that. If you're gay, wouldn't you want somebody that advocates for gay people? There's nothing wrong with that. I have no problem with that. It makes sense. And that's why I say these people are geniuses in their own right. They're advocating for the person that is advocating for them. Kamala Harris is an idiot. So if I was an idiot, I would vote for the person that is advocating for idiots. It only makes sense, right? So y'all need to stop demonizing these Kamala voters. They're voting for a real cause, their cause. They're either broke, they're either stupid, they're either self-destructive, or they're gay. And there's nothing wrong with that. Vote for whoever you feel you need to vote for. I don't have no problem with that. You know? See? Watch this. Kamala Harris just picked Breaking news. Kamala Harris just picks pro-child sex change advocate Governor Tim Walz to be her vice president nominee. See? If you are somebody like God damn it, Dwayne Wade. Dwayne Wade is an idiot. Dwayne Wade literally just went against what his baby mama said and changed his daughter's whatever to whatever without his kid, but without his kid's mom, her blessing. He's one of those people, and if you think about one of those people, do you know that virtually every, I'll say it again, do you know that virtually every famous huge star has a child that is gay? Put a 1 in the chat if you know this. Virtually every famous person, movie star, singer, white or black, has a child that is gay. Put a 1 in the chat if you're aware of this. Name it. Name the person. Will Smith. Both his kids gay. Willow and Jaden gay. Both of them gay. Right now, name a famous person that has a gay child. Virtually all of them have gay kids. Marlon Wayans, all of them gay. TD Jakes got a gay son. Yeah. TD Jakes gay, son gay. Diddy's gay, Christian Combs is gay. J-Lo, kid gay. Dwayne Wade, kids gay. It is what it is. Madonna, kid gay. Magic Johnson, kids is gay. Boosie Badass, kid is gay. All these people, kids gay. So the thing about it is, there's a demographic of people that need to be voted for Kamala Harris. Cher's kid is gay. Yes. I don't know who Charlize Theron is. I don't know who that is. Theron. I don't know who that Theron person is. Yeah. But the thing about it is, there's a demographic of people who it makes sense for them to vote for the woman that is going to advocate for all those people. We have to accept this and be okay with this. I have no problem with people. I don't have somebody said, you must hate this woman. I'm like, why? I don't hate Kamala Harris. I just think Kamala Harris is an idiot. That don't mean I hate her. Like, can I not hate a person? Hold on 1 second. I got to do something. Hold on. Let me play this video. Where's the video? Oh, here it is. They feel like, deep down, they feel like, damn, if somebody as stupid as Kamala Harris can become president, anything can happen. It's like if somebody with no arms can win the Olympics and you don't have no arms, it makes you feel good. The person with no arms is representing you because you also have no arms. And you see a woman on TV with no brain. So you can feel like, damn, if her brainless bird brain ass can win the election and you sound exactly like Kamala Harris when your ass be talking. And you're like, oh my God, I think just like her. I answer questions just like her. You want her to win simply because she's stupid. Because you recognize that she's stupid. And because of that, you actually want a stupid person to be your president.
Harris comes across as very likable, almost soft-spoken and relatable to the general public, where I think Trump comes off as just the opposite. But He gives people a sense of strength that they're craving. He gives people a sense of strength. And I don't feel that they see that strength in Harris.
How do you think it's going to go?
Trump.
You think so?
I do.
Why?
I'm in the sign industry. I travel all around the state on a weekly basis. And just based on people I've spoken to and the signs I see, and the Trump signs probably outnumber the Harris signs 10 to 1 throughout the state.
So I've been talking to a lot of black men, either online or in person, to ask who they're voting for. And what I found out is the majority of the men are voting for Trump, but they're saying they're voting for Kamala on social media. Why is this? Because they don't want to piss off or alienate their female audience, because most of these men I've talked to, they have huge female audiences. So on social media, they're like, go Kamala Harris, but behind the scenes, they're voting for Trump, which makes a lot of sense. You ladies are used to being lied to anyway, so it don't make no difference. But altogether, nobody's voting for this damn woman. And men on social media are saying they're voting for her in order to make y'all feel good. So all of this is just cute. You already know this woman is not going to be president. And it was fun while it lasted. But in the next 2 days, we're going to go back to normal and y'all going to sit down somewhere and be quiet.
Tell the country is on the wrong track. They say the country is on the wrong track. If it's on the wrong track, that track follows 3.5 years of you being vice president and President Biden being president. That is what they're saying, 79% of them. Why are they saying that? If you're turning the page, you've been in office for 3.5 years.
And Donald Trump has been running for office. Donald Trump has been running for office. Donald Trump has been running for office.
But you've been the person holding the office.
Come on.
Madam
You
Vice
and I
President.
both know what I'm talking about. You and I both know what I'm talking about.
I actually don't. What are you talking about?
What I'm talking about is that over the last decade,
You've been in office for 3.5 years. You've been in office for 3.5 years.
And Donald Trump has been running for office.
We are fighting for America's future. And we understand the opportunity we have before us to turn the page on the fear.
Yo, somebody gonna throw a shoe at this lady. And I want to say this real quick. Somebody came in my comments and was like, it's so crazy how much you hate women. So I asked him, I hate women because I don't want this particular woman to be president, and I personally think this woman is an idiot. I responded also by saying, I don't want you to be president either. The person in the comment, you know, that said, made the comment. Does that mean I hate you too? I don't want y'all that are watching this to be president. I don't want none of you watching to be the president of the United States. I don't want Vita to be president. I don't want Deborah to be president. I don't want Rena to be president. I don't want Carmen to be president. I don't want Chantel to be president. I don't want Kelly to be president. I don't want me to be president. Does that mean I hate all of you? Does that mean I hate myself because I don't want myself to be president? I don't get it. I don't want Greg to be president. I don't want none of you people watching to be the president of the United States. Does that mean I hate you? I don't want Vivian to be president. I don't want Leticia to be president. I don't want Red Wine Entertainment to be president. Terica, I don't want you to be president. Does that mean I hate any of you? Because I don't want y'all to be president? No. I just don't want y'all to be president. So, because I don't want a person to be the president of the United States, how does that mean I hate them? Let's do this. Say yes or no. Do y'all want me to be president of the United States? Right now, say yes or no. Say yes or no in the chat. Do you want me to be president of the United States? In the chat right now, go. Yes or no? Do y'all want me to be president of the United States? Wow. The teacher said, hell no. You hate black men. Bridget, that means you hate black men. Uh-oh. I got a yes. I got another yes. That means you hate black men. You hate black men. All y'all that said no, that y'all don't want me to be president, that means you hate black men. You know? I want y'all to think about that. That's crazy, right? Love Jones said no. That means Love Jones hates black men. Do you see how stupid that sounds? Because y'all don't want me to be president, that means y'all hate me. No, that means I'm not qualified to be president, because I'm not. I don't need to be president of no damn United States. I don't know what the hell I'm doing. I'm just good at being a content creator and creating dope card games. And I'm a great father. But that don't mean I'm supposed to be president of the damn United States. You know what I'm saying? I don't want me to be president. That don't mean I hate myself. See, y'all y'all hurt my feelings. First of all, y'all can stop with the nose, okay? Can y'all stop with the nose? It's getting a little out of control, okay? Goddamn. Okay, I get it. Y'all can stop with the damn nose. Okay, y'all don't want me to be president. Y'all starting to hurt my feelings now, okay? But my point is, just because, see, Aletha said, I'm a great leader. How about that? I'm a great leader, damn it. What's up, Francis? So some of y'all want me to be president. So shout out to you. See, y'all love black men. But the rest of y'all who said y'all don't want me to be president, y'all hate black men. Y'all hate us. So I just proved a brilliant point that just because I or anybody else doesn't want Kamala Harris' dumb ass to be president does not mean we hate women. That just means we don't want that woman to be president. Or a person can say they don't want any woman to be president. That doesn't mean they hate women. They just don't want a woman to be president. I'm just saying. So I'm just saying. Hit the like button, 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 hit the like button. Is Trump winning? Let's get to that. Let's get to that. I have live coverage. Let's find out what is going on with the election. Put a 1 in the chat if you want to see what is going on in the live election, like right now. Put a 1 in the chat if y'all want the entertainment or y'all want me to shut up and see what's going on with the actual election in real time. Let's see. Put a 1 in the chat. Y'all want me to shut up and see what's going on in live real-time election stuff. Okay. I'll shut up. See, I listen to y'all. Everybody putting the ones. Keep putting the ones. Keep dropping the ones. See, y'all, my feelings aren't hurt because the thing about it is people want what they want. You know what I'm saying? So let's get to it. Let's see. All right.
Over the past week, both candidates hit the critical states of Arizona and Nevada with multiple campaign stops. President Biden took both states in the 2020 election, but by very slim margins.
And today the race is tight, with former President Donald Trump and Vice President Kamala Harris neck and neck. NBC News correspondent David Noriega is in Las Vegas, Nevada. But we begin with Priscilla Thompson, who joins us live in Surprise, Arizona, which is part of Maricopa County. Priscilla, Maricopa County is always a very interesting place to watch. You are in the county that some political analysts call, a critical path, essentially, to the White House. So what are voters there saying about the candidates at the top of the ticket?
Yeah, perhaps the swingiest county in the country. And as you can see, you've got Democrats out here, you've got Republicans out here trying to give people election guides and help them make that decision if they are still undecided heading in there to cast their ballot. And I want to play some of what we have been hearing as we've been talking to both Democrats, Republicans, and independents. Take a listen. Who did you support?
Harris all day because she's just awesome. I love her views. I love how she carries herself. I love the equality that she just makes. You just feel like every time she come in, she makes me feel like, man, I feel good. I'm like, why are they looking at us up there?
Donald Trump, he's very
business-like.
I own my own business.
Hold on. 1 second. I'm gonna come back to this. Did y'all hear it? You heard the black woman said she got a little wig on. Oh, look at us up there. Y'all heard that, right? She literally said, flipped a little wig. Look at us up there. What does look at us up there mean? Look at us black women up there. Let me show y'all. This is how the women think. This is why they dumbasses are voting for her. Hold on. Y'all got to hear this bullshit. That's the only reason why they voting for this damn woman. Hold on a second. What is it doing? It's not me. It's messing up. Hold on. I'm trying to get it back. I know Kamala Harris is not black, but you can't tell black women that she's not black because they don't. You got to understand.
So important and a great reminder there. And to go back to the foreign actors aspect of this, federal officials really do.
They both want to sow discord. And what they're really worried about is what happens after today. In the days going forward, they're very concerned that Russia is going to try to make people lose confidence in the result of this election, believe that there was fraud, particularly among Trump supporters if Trump loses, a repeat of what happened last time. And they're just worried that Russia is going to stoke those flames with a series of fake videos. But what they're doing that they have never done before is they are calling it out when they see it, when they can attribute a piece of disinformation to Russia or Iran.
She's not black and Indian. She's just Indian. She has no black in her.
They are issuing a statement.
Well, she had black in her when she was dating Mayor Willie Brown when he was 66 and married. So that was the only time that Kamala Harris had black in her, when she dated Mayor Willie Brown.
We're reporting it. The idea is to inoculate the public from this stuff. Whether that will succeed remains to be seen, guys.
All right, Ken Delaney, and thank you so much. We appreciate it.
You bet.
And coming up next, we will take you to the Southwest, where voters in Arizona and Nevada could have a major impact on the state of this race. How the Democratic Party is fighting to hold their ground.
Economy and immigration.
And your voice is
Because
frankly, the world is biting.
About in the green room of over $5 for insulin. I didn't know that he was.
Hold on, y'all.
Rallies in these final days of the campaign. What are you hearing from Republicans?
I think that there's still a lot of enthusiasm for Trump among his core supporters. I think that it's been a long campaign. There's been a lot of rallies, so I wouldn't read too much into that, honestly. But again, I think that the challenge with the Trump campaign is that there's enormous strong support for him to make sure he has a very high floor, but he also has a low ceiling. And the question is, what can you do beyond that base to help you win?
And Maria, it's interesting because on the flip side, on the other campaign, the Harris campaign, you've got all this excitement, right? Last night it was Oprah and Lady Gaga and all kinds of people on the steps of the Philadelphia. Right, exactly. So there seems to be a lot of excitement, but is it possible that that's sort of overshadowing, the real policy issues that people need to pay attention to if they're going to vote for her?
It's really interesting. And I think this is where it was a little bit hard for Trump. Trump has been campaigning for 9 years. She has been campaigning for 104 days. Right.
It's sad how everybody on them Diddy tapes are advocating for Kamala Harris to freaking win. That is nuts. Everybody on them Diddy tapes are advocating for Kamala Harris. I wonder why.
More or less. And so her job was to basically make sure that she could mobilize independent, moderate.
Everybody hit the like button. We got to get these likes up. Please hit the like button. And to the people who have already hit the like button, thank you. I appreciate it. But please make sure to hit the like button, hit the like button, hit the like button, and drop a Cash App. Cash App is scrolling across the bottom of the screen. $AARON 1000. $AARON 1000. Or drop a super chat in the chat. Kamala, do you know how to make Kool-Aid? Wow. That is hilarious. Kamala, do you know how to make Kool-Aid? Is hilarious. Everybody drop a Cash App or drop a super chat in the chat. We got a goal of 10 super chats in the next hour and a half. Let's go.
Voters, and she got that message out soon. The fact that Liz Cheney came in and supported her really gave this amplification to her platform. But then she also needed to mobilize the 12 million more young new voters that were not even in the political game because they weren't eligible to vote in 2020. So when she started talking to Lady Gaga, she started using Bad Bunny. It was basically to break the balkanized information cycles that these young people don't consume. And so when people were like, well, what does Bad Bunny have to do with any of it? He all of a sudden is sharing his message on TikTok to low information, low propensity voters.
And I think Bad Bunny was on the Diddy tapes too. Bad Bunny was definitely at the Diddy parties.
Saying, hey, look over here. There's someone here on
people
your
who
side
are less likely to vote.
Who are less likely to vote. And so in that sense, she's effectively learned how to use celebrity in a way that I haven't seen in a long time. Because I will tell you, when I was knocking on doors in Pennsylvania and Nevada and Arizona, I heard the same things. Like my son wasn't sure if he was going to vote, but now all of a sudden he heard about it on TikTok, and he actually likes this idea that he's going to have to pay $35 for insulin.
So we're going to come back to that in a second. But they make a great point. Great point. That's why I'm here on YouTube. Social media is a huge engine or deterrent on who to actually vote for. And I'm not going to tell y'all who to vote for. All I'm going to tell y'all is I personally think Kamala Harris is an idiot. But y'all can vote for whoever you want to vote for. That's just my personal opinion, So the thing about it is social media is literally running the world now, and I love it. I absolutely love it. So whether it's TikTok, whether it's YouTube, whether it's Instagram, we are the voice that everybody is listening to. And speaking of voice, listen to this voice.
How about we meet up at a coffee shop and play this fun dating card game? We'll have fun and see if we're compatible all at the same time.
Ooh, what's the name of the game?
It's called Deeper Discussions.
I'm down.
Okay, meet you at 6.
Fellas, buy this card game. Ladies, buy this card game. Buy about 2 or 3 card games. The main reason why people can't stay together isn't because they don't like each other no more. It's actually because their present family issues come up or their past family issues come up. But when you play Deeper Discussions, you'll be able to understand a person's family issues up front.
This game can be played with either 2 people or an entire group. So have fun.
Question number 1. Name a time when money was the main factor why a relationship went bad.
Deeper Discussions Dating Edition. Again, these cards are good for vetting a potential boyfriend, a potential girlfriend, a potential husband, a potential wife. The texture of these cards are so soft and silky, by the way. Like
they ain't gonna
really
get wore out.
Durable.
A dating card game for introverts who have a hard time asking the much needed compatibility questions. Deeper Discussions, the card game.
And I don't know if y'all noticed, my mother-daughter card game is officially out. And for anybody that has bought my mother or pre-ordered my mother-daughter card game, all of them have went out, and you'll get your mother-daughter card game most likely by either Thursday, Friday, or Monday. Yeah, I think they deliver on Saturday. So you are about to get your mother-daughter card game. I want y'all to see how thick this card game is. Y'all see how thick it is? It's 2 different card games in one. You have the mother-daughter, you have the mother card game, and then you have the daughter card game. So in this card game, you have 2 different card games, one for the mother and you have one for the daughter. So if you have ordered or pre-ordered my mother-daughter card game, shout out to you, because you are about to get your game in the mail in the next few days. And shout out to y'all. And if you have not bought your mother-daughter card game, click the link that is in the chat. Click the link that is pinned at the top of the chat. I forgot to pin at the top of the chat, so I'll pin it now. Get your game right now and be ready for a beautiful conversation with you and your mother. Because I am here, like I said, as a producer, as a contributor to my community, and I want everybody to heal. I want everybody to let go of their childhood trauma. But before we do that, we got to do the work, which is buying the mother-daughter card game and being bold enough to present the card game to your mom or to your daughter and play the game with your family. Shout out to the White School Podcast. Let's support Mr. Let Go. He has connected all of the dots for us. Let's support 9 more gifts to meet the goal. Shout out to you, Stephanie. Thank you so much. All right, we're going to get back to the live action. Give me a second. Let me play some of these videos.
Do something that's only going to benefit Black people. So I'm not going to sit here and say I'm going to do something that's only going to benefit Black people. No.
It's good for entertainment and us women and Black women at that. But as far as you men, Black, whatever color, I don't think y'all are going to allow it. I don't think y'all are. And I think y'all are going to band together with your votes and vote against her. That's what I think.
Would you vote for? Let me ask you a question. Would you vote for?
Yeah.
Why?
I'm going to just be real honest with this. She's a Black woman.
This is what Rosa Parks went to jail for. All of the sacrifices that Black people had to make. Your grandmother's cleaning up white people's house and cleaning and scrubbing floors and doing all of this stuff.
Watch how you start crying like a bitch, because we all know Ricky Smiley is probably gay. We don't know, but probably he's gay. Probably.
All these Black people made all these sacrifices for us and doing all of this stuff. All these Black people made all these sacrifices for us.
I'm telling you, this was Ricky's best role yet. Somebody go call Tyler Perry. Go ahead and put Ricky on one of them shows.
You already know Ricky Smiley cannot act unless he's wearing a dress. Ricky Smiley cannot act unless he's wearing a dress. So shout out to Ricky Smiley acting like a bitch.
Dr. King did not die for no Kamala Harris. This woman does not represent what he was preaching. Go listen to his last speech. Nah, Kamala does not represent that nor support it. She's defiant with it too. Ricky is having a complete meltdown. Up here crying for this lady. Oh, sound of the rain against my window pane. I'm going down, Mary J. Blige looking self. Oh, break my heart, Tony Braxton looking self. Like, stop it.
Well, we can have this opportunity, and then you get a woman, now you want to question her race and question her ability and all this stuff. Why?
You damn right, you idiot. We want to question who the hell this woman is. What are you talking about?
Why are we doing this? Why are we...
Yeah, shout out to Pink Book Lessons. I absolutely love Pink Book Lessons. I never seen her, but I bet she's cute because I could tell by her voice. But shout out to Pink Book Lessons.
Like this.
Crying is not going to turn this lady into a Black American woman. So dry it up.
I'm just sick of Black people on the internet talking about I'm not with her. Okay, so if you're not with her, that means you with true.
the internet who wear dresses like women, whining and crying about people not wanting to vote for this damn woman. How about that, you sissy?
Trump. And y'all need to block every last one of their asses on Facebook and on Instagram and social media and stop. Like that's just garbage.
Yeah.
It's just garbage.
Can
Everybody
we be
got to
united
find,
on anything? Yeah.
Shut up, old unbreak my heart looking ass.
Yeah, can't agree on a damn bucket of chicken. One person want a hot dog.
I always complain.
Black folks get on my damn nerves, man. Why everybody making all these celebrities making all these videos going off on Kamala Harris and stuff, and then the black men, Kamala Harris didn't prosecute you and treated you bad in court. I got treated bad in court too.
But she prosecuted my people, idiot.
But I'm with her because a vote for her.
Because you're a sissy. Sissies are with her. Shout out to the sissies.
Her, if you sit at home and you don't support her, you are definitely supporting Donald Trump. You can vote for who you want to, but don't be trying to encourage other people.
Shout out to the sissies. I ain't got no problem with the sissies. Shout out to y'all.
And sit up there and put bad stuff. Where's that same energy for Donald Trump?
Yeah. Well,
you know what I'm saying?
I'm just like, don't vote for him. It is what it is.
They're not even doing, y'all not even out here doing real research to look at her record. If you do the research or whatever, stop believing everything you read and do real research, you can see what a record is. You can see what she have done.
See, I don't have a problem with anybody having the same energy for a penis. Do your thing. I just don't have that energy that you have. I have energy for coochie. That's just me. So, it's whatever. It's cool.
I think you can Google what have Kamala Harris done for the black community or things that black people benefit from a lot. We need to stand with her.
Yes.
We need to stand with her.
This nigga said a lot. What is she helping the black people do? A lot. A lot. What? A lot. What is a lot?
She's great. She will make a great president. And what a blessing to be living in a time where a black woman can become president of the United.
Shut up. And I want to say this for a second because Steve Harvey, punk ass, said something that pissed me off. Steve Harvey is rich, and he said, let me tell y'all something. If y'all think Kamala Harris or anybody else can pay me $10,000 to do anything, y'all crazy. And that makes a lot of sense. So, because somebody in the chat said Kamala Harris is paying these fun boys to talk about or advocate for Kamala Harris. I understand that it's not about money. It's about opportunity. See, it's about scratching somebody's back and then somebody else will scratch your back. So I agree. Steve Harvey is not getting money to advocate for Kamala Harris, but he's doing gay people a favor. It's a difference by advocating for Kamala Harris. See, the majority of the people that run Hollywood is gay. So when you advocate for a person that advocates for gay people and you're advocating for the gay people advocator, you'll get opportunities and favors from the gay people that run Hollywood. So of course, you're not getting $10,000 to advocate for Kamala Harris. I understand when Steve Harvey says that. Ain't nobody paying Steve Harvey $10,000 to do nothing. He's worth $100 million. What the hell is $10,000? So I agree with him when he said that. But the reason why your punk ass is still in the industry at 50 some years old is literally because you're advocating for people like Kamala Harris. Didn't you sell off your own daughter to Diddy? Mr. Steve Harvey? You'll sell your soul to stay in this industry, Steve Harvey. So of course, you didn't get paid $10,000. But you have the opportunity still coming to you by advocating for Kamala Harris. You sold your soul. You sold your daughter to Diddy to keep getting opportunities. So I just wanted to say that these men are not getting money to advocate for Kamala Harris, y'all. And I need y'all to stop saying that. These men have integrity. They're selling their souls, okay? And their souls are way bigger than money. They need to maintain their jobs. They want to stay on TV. Ricky Smiley wants to stay on the radio. Ricky Smiley knows damn well he can't act worth a shit. Ain't nobody paying him to act. The only time Ricky Smiley shows up on a movie is when he's wearing a dress dressed like a damn woman. So the thing about it is they need opportunities, and the people that run Hollywood are all gay. So of course, the person that is advocating for gay people, they need to advocate for. So do y'all put a 1 in the chat if this all makes sense? Steve Harvey punk ass sold off his own daughter to Diddy. You actually think we finna be listening to his dumb ass? Y'all remember what Steve Harvey said to I'll just play it. These dress wearing ass, sissy ass men
in real time was strong enough to go publicly and say, we can't throw our sister under the bus.
When you tell the truth, you have to deal with the repercussions of the truth. We black out here. We can't come out here and do it any kind of way we want to. This is the money game. This ain't the black man's game. This ain't the white man's game. This is the money game. And you cannot sacrifice yourself. The best thing you can do for poor people is not be one of them.
For the money game, it's called the integrity game. And we've lost the integrity worrying about the money.
But Mo,
and wait a minute.
I cannot, for the sake of my integrity, so I can make a statement.
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man?
I'll be all the monkey you can stand. Be picking shit off me looking at it. I be digging in my ass.
Evan told you wasn't gonna wear no dress until they offered it.
You stand.
About, man?
I'll be all the monkey you can stand.
About, man?
I'll be all the monkey you can stand. Be picking shit off me looking at it. I be digging in my ass.
Evan told you wasn't gonna wear no dress until they offered him the dress, and then he put it on.
Tyler Perry fooled the whole black community.
These men are bitches. All right. Shout out to Benjamin and Angela. Thank you so much for the $5 super chat. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Let me play this again. I'm gonna make a loop of this shit and put it on my my Instagram. These damn punk ass dudes. All of them are punks. I'm just gonna start the whole thing over. We need to listen to this
But
shit.
none of y'all in real time was strong enough to go publicly and say, we can't throw our sister under the bus.
When you tell the truth, you have to deal with the repercussions of the truth. We black out here. We can't come out here and do it any kind of way we want to. This is the money game. This ain't the black man's game. This ain't the white man's game. This is the money game. And you cannot sacrifice yourself. The best thing you can do for poor people is not be one of them.
For the money game, it's called the integrity game. And we've lost the integrity worrying about the money.
But Mo,
and wait a minute.
I cannot, for the sake of my integrity, so I can make a statement.
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man?
I'll be all the monkey you can stand. Be picking shit off me looking at it. I be digging in my ass.
Evan told you wasn't gonna wear no dress until they offered him the dress, and then he put it on.
Tyler Perry fooled the whole black community. He got us to do what RuPaul couldn't get us to do. Through humor, he got us to accept drag queens. That's all Madea is a drag queen. So, and you know what he did? He went to churches. He went to churches, went to a place where he could go where you could almost guarantee folk ain't gonna be thinking. Won't nobody say, wait a minute. This man can't find an overweight black woman to play that part. You can't find a fat sister? And through the devil learning how to manipulate our emotions, we let our guard down and made him a billionaire.
See, that's what's actually going on out here. So yeah, shout out to Steve Harvey. In his own words, he's a monkey. Shout out to Steve Harvey. He says he's a monkey. I don't want to call the man a monkey. I don't want to do that to my black brother.
I'll be all the monkey you can stand. Be picking shit off me looking at it. I'll be digging in my ass.
So it is what it is. You know, y'all can listen to whoever y'all want to listen to, but your boy Ricky Smiley is a whole bitch. Steve Harvey is a whole bitch.
Of America in our time, we get a black man and a black woman become president. That's unheard of.
Come on, man.
Stop it.
Messy. Be on the right side of history. Be on the right side of history.
Be on the right side of history.
It's just the Amber Rose and everybody got all these videos and stuff and talking about Kamala Harris talking out of both sides of her. How would you say something so disrespectful, even if you felt that way?
He sound like a woman. So disrespectful. Shut up.
And dare make a video or say nothing like that to the vice president of the United States of America that's trying to stand up and that's going to possibly pick 2 United States Supreme Court justices or whatever to try to keep the laws in place that Thurgood Marshall and all of the people that have paved the way and try to choose your voting rights.
Angie Brown Jackson.
Wow.
Does that not give you chills?
Come on.
Stop it.
Does that not send
Maria,
Oh my
I can go
gosh.
deep into that. You got a member of Delta Sigma Theta Sorority Incorporated reading in a member of Alpha Kappa Alpha Sorority Incorporated into the damn White House. What's wrong with y'all?
MLK Holiday.
But y'all mad because you don't talk about reparations.
Who is a member of Alpha Phi Alpha Fraternity Incorporated?
Come on now.
Come on now.
What is the dance, y'all? I don't know the
Oh
dance.
my God, that just gave me chills. That gave me chills.
Game changer, dog. Go, dog. Go.
I don't care about who get mad. I know I'm right.
Exactly.
I know I'm right. Y'all need to stop. Do y'all realize Medgar Evers died?
What's the little monkey dance they be doing? Y'all, the little fraternity monkey dance. Anybody know how what's the little monkey dance? What's the little monkey dance? Damn idiots. Just stupid.
For voting rights. All these people that have risked their lives from slavery up until the civil rights movement, just where we can have an opportunity to do what we do, to do what we can do.
And it's not opinion, it's facts.
Don't do this right here.
Yeah, and
don't
you
be
know
on the internet doing Kamala Harris like that.
Yeah,
I don't care what issue you got with black women. Your mama's a black woman. How about that? Let's start there.
Your mama's a black woman.
I don't care what.
Ooh, your mama is a black woman. Your mama, they be doing a little neck. Your mama is a black woman. Oh my God, they do anything to get you to do some dumb shit. These dudes are sissies. Pure sissies.
And I'm talking to the men right here. Your mother is a black woman.
This shit is bad. This shit is bad. It is bad. These dudes will do anything. Like, let me tell y'all something about anything. I had a conversation with somebody yesterday. Like 2 women and 3 guys. We was just sitting around talking, right? And it was so random. The movie Saw came out, right? Or somebody was looking at the movie Saw. And they just asked a random question. And they said, in the movie Saw, the dude had to make a decision whether he would cut his own tongue off or, delete, right? I don't know if y'all ever seen, I don't know what Saw that was because I don't really look at them Saw movies. But they was like, which would you do? Cut your own tongue off or delete? I said, okay, that's simple. What do y'all, I don't want y'all to saying this stuff in the chat, so I ain't gonna ask. But I said that's a simple answer. They was like, well, what's the answer? I said I'll die. And they said, what? I said, I'm not cutting my damn tongue off. Is you crazy? I'm not doing no dumb shit like that. It was like, but you'll die? I said, yeah, what's wrong with that? I said, let me tell y'all something. Real men have things that they will die for. Okay? I have my integrity. There ain't no man on this planet that's going to tell me to grab some scissors and do some shit like that, and I'll go around my children like, what happened, Daddy? Are you crazy? Are you no, get me out of here. See, real men will die for their integrity. Real men will rather die on their feet than live on their knees. And the reason why I'm bringing this up is because Ricky Smiley and these other dudes are living on their knees. They're living their whole lives on their knees. All these niggas, they all on the radio. Charlamagne the God, Ricky Smiley. Name somebody else on the radio that's advocated for Kamala Harris. Let's see. Ricky Smiley, Charlamagne, Envy. You know, I roasted Envy the other day. Envy's trash too. Ricky Smiley, Envy, Charlamagne the God, Steve Harvey. Because all these monkeys are on the internet. Kamala Harris, all of them. Name somebody else. What's the other? D.L. Hughley. All of them are giving up their asses in order to be on the radio or be on TV. Steve Harvey, all of them. They are planting these black men on the radio in order to push the agenda. And guess what? Wouldn't be me. Because like I said, whether it's a Saw movie or whether it's a Diddy party, I would rather just get up out of here and leave my kids my insurance money and just let it all go versus cutting my tongue off or letting somebody play with my ass or advocate for this dysfunctional, incoherent, stupid woman because I have integrity. I have integrity. So at the end of the day, when I'm having that conversation with about Saul, they looking at me like, what? So I'm up here looking at the men like it was I think it's 3 men. I was like, so you will cut your tongue off? He was like, but I don't want to die. I said, okay, let's go farther. You cut your tongue off and you still alive. How did the Saw person, you know, the movie Saw, how did he catch you in the first place? Usually in Saw, the person be asleep and they wake up and they got these shackles, right? Right? You don't think the man from Saw can kidnap your ass again? Now you got to cut your finger off? Now you got to cut your dick off? Now you got to cut your ear off? When is it going to stop? You sit there with no damn tongue, and now he don't capture your ass again. No, let's play a game. Cut your ear off. Now your ear gone. Now you walk around, can't talk. Your damn ear hanging off and shit. And then 6 months later, let's play a game. Now you got to cut your goddamn dick off. Are you crazy? Get me out of here. If you captured me, guess what I'm going to do? We ain't playing no game. Get me out of here. We're going to have the most boring game that you ever seen. You ain't going to deal with another person like me no more because he's going to be like, he ain't fun. He don't want to play the game. I ain't playing no game. I don't play no goddamn games. Let's play a game. Nope. I ain't playing. Get me out of here. Release the gas, or where's the saw or whatever. Go ahead. Get me out of here. Drop me off the damn cliff. Do that. Whatever. It ain't no game. I don't play no games. You are not going to put me in a position where I have to choose my integrity over my life. I'll just get up out of here. I'm a grown-ass masculine man. No hell. But these sissy-ass dudes on the radio, Ricky Smiley and them, yeah, they'll wear a dress, act like a bitch. Damn, Steve Harvey, he'll get on stage and act like a monkey because these dudes don't have no integrity. These dudes have no freaking integrity. And it's absolutely disgusting. It's disgusting.
About the money.
But Mo,
And wait a minute.
I cannot, for the sake of my integrity, so I can make a statement.
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man?
I'll be all the monkey you can stand.
No, sir. You ain't never gonna see me on no damn stage talking about I'll be all the monkey you can stand. Are you crazy? No, sir. All right, so let's get back to the actual real-time numbers. Let's get back to the real-time numbers. Give me a second. Share screen. Live election coverage.
I didn't know that he was eligible.
NBC voters understand.
Us inside the campaign, what is the mood? An official in Michigan described it as nauseously optimistic to me. How are you feeling?
Look, I don't know that I was nauseously optimistic. What we know is that we have made a high quality case to the American people in a very short period of time. We are feeling like voters understand what is the opportunity in front of us tonight to write the next chapter of the great American story. And I think they're prepared to do their part. And so we are optimistic. We feel good. We feel good about the effort that we've put in. And now it's in the hands of the American people.
It is the voters' day. Let me ask you this. Vice President Harris has spent really these final weeks of her campaign trying to appeal to moderate voters.
Thank you so much. Diamond Gal says you need to be on the radio. It will be a great show. I'm on the radio now. Like, YouTube is a new radio, y'all. YouTube is a new HBO. I don't need to be on the radio. I'm right in front of y'all right now. So I'm on the radio. This is the new radio. This is the new TV. This is all of it. So I'm here. Y'all don't have to wait. This is a new radio. I don't need to be on no radio show. I got my YouTube show.
Been really speaking to all voters, and the communication about the sacredness of our democracy really speaks to the patriotic spirit that we know the American people have. We love this country. We want to protect this democracy for future generations.
Okay, what is
bigger, better, bolder? It's an election fight that looks much different than when it began nearly 2 years.
Go to the White House has been a long and winding one.
To analysis have different views.
Middle of the road, moderate voters, people who care about issues like abortion, but may not necessarily be, have an affinity for either one of the two major parties. That is going to be a major factor if the Democrats end up making history tonight. It's going to be because they brought those people into their coalition.
Wait. Did they just said Democrats making history? We had a Democratic president in office now. How are we making history if we already have a Democrat in office now? Do you see how stupid these people are? making history. We got a Democratic president ruining the country right now. What do you? God damn, these people are stupid. These people are stupid.
Levels of Black voters and young voters here. Take a listen to some of the conversations we've had with a Kamala Harris supporter and former President Trump supporter. Did you think about your kids as you made your decision?
Yeah, I did. I have a daughter, and I think she should be making decisions for herself and her life, just like everybody else.
I still don't know what to look forward to. And even with all the presidents before, I mean, nobody actually fulfilled whatever they promised completely. So it's just like win-lose situation.
A lot of talk, no action.
Pretty much.
The last voter you met there made a late break for former President Trump. But I'll say, it's very much a mix here because we've met others who've done the same and gone for Harris, Zinkley.
All right, Antonia Hilton, thank you so much.
Yo, this girl right here, cute as hell. Put a 1 in the chat if this girl is cute as hell, y'all. Well, both of them are cute, but the girl in the pink is just exceptionally cute. Put a 1 in the chat, fellas, or ladies also. If this girl in the pink is cute as hell.
I want to take you to Washington, D.C. right now.
Look at them eyes. Put a 1 in the chat, this girl cute. I ain't gonna lie. If she got in my face telling me to vote for Kamala, I'm not gonna vote for Kamala, but I would lie and say I'm gonna vote for Kamala. Like, golly. If she got in my face, I would be like, yeah, I'll vote for who? Oh, yeah, I'll vote for Kamala. I won't vote for Kamala, but I will lie and say I'll vote for Kamala. She pretty as hell. Look at them eyes. Yo, you can't put makeup on eyes. Them eyes are like beautiful.
Because we have some video coming in of Vice President Kamala Harris visiting a phone bank there where people are making phone calls on her behalf.
Hold on. I'm sorry. She just blinked. Y'all might think I'm crazy, but I need to see her blink again. It's going too far back. Hold on, y'all. I'm sorry. Y'all be mad at me. I need to see her blink again. I just want to see her blink and we can move on.
It's just like win-lose situation.
A lot of talk, no action.
Pretty much.
The last voter you met there made a late break for former President Trump. But I'll say, it's very much a mix here because we've met others who've done the same and gone for Harris, Zinkley.
All right, Antonia Hilton, thank
you to Washington, D.C. right now because we have some video coming in of Vice President Kamala Harris visiting a phone bank there where people are making phone calls on her behalf. Now, it's interesting because we haven't seen her all day, actually, not since last night.
I'm sorry, y'all. I just needed to see her blink again. God damn, that girl blinked and I just got, well, I don't want to say what happened, but sheesh, I just needed to see her blink. Hopefully I get a chance to see her blink again. Let me fast forward because I don't want to see no damn Kamala. Damn it, I did it again. Hold up. Here we go.
Focus on the election is not just happening in America, it's global.
Around the world, people are watching and waiting to see who the next leader of the United States will be. Americans are voting amid multiple international crises, of course. The consequences of today's vote could reach far beyond our borders, from the Middle East to Russia to Ukraine and beyond. NBC News chief international.
She blinking. Look, I like this little mean look. Now she got this little mean look on her face. Oh, woo! She got this little mean look on her face. I would love for her to be mad at me.
National correspondent Keir Simmons joins us now from Dubai. Keir, there are two wars raging, right? We've got so many other international crises going on. Yeah. Our next president will have to deal with all of that. What do you hear from people outside the?
She blinked again, y'all. Do y'all see when she blinks? She's so freaking pretty when she be blinking. Do y'all see what I'm saying? Or am I crazy? Am I crazy or what? Like, golly, I just want her to blink in front of me. She ain't gotta say nothing, just blink.
U.S. and how they're looking at this election.
Well, I tell you, this election matters to the world. Maybe unlike an American.
I don't care.
And there's also.
I don't care. Where's the girl?
Vote is
No.
On the third and fourth.
Oh my God.
They can't do anything.
It's the best campaign he's ever run. What's the mood inside the campaign, Dasha?
Hey, Kristen, cautious optimism is the phrase buzzing around Trump staffers and allies. The former president himself said multiple times yesterday he believes that he has a 95% chance of winning. Of course, we've seen the polls. That is overshooting it by quite a lot, but it is an incredibly tight race. I also just heard from a campaign advisor who was on the plane with the former president yesterday, giving a bit of color of the mood on that plane after his final rally of his near decade as.
Sorry, y'all. I'm sorry. I just thought she was pretty. That's all. Golly. Somebody said it's cringe because I like seeing a woman blink. Okay. It's okay, whatever.
As a candidate, this source telling me that the former president got a quote second wind, even though this was middle of the night, 3 a.m, landing here at 6 a.m. in Palm Beach. She said,
now, just for the record, y'all, when I'm playing somebody else's stream, I have to interrupt and do commentary on it. So I can't just play it and let it play. I'll get a copyright strike, okay? So I cannot just sit here and just let it play. No, because it's their stuff. I can't take somebody else's stuff and make it mine. So I got to do commentary on it. So Donald Trump is sitting here with his hat on, and they said he has a 90% chance of winning.
he was boisterous on the plane. He was having conversations the entire time with folks on the plane, and that he had something quippy and personal to say to each of the close members of his campaign staff. They also told me that backstage before the rally, the staff and the family were really emotional, almost getting teary-eyed while telling me about that, and that really meant a lot to former President Trump.
Oh, it sounds like Trump, like I said in the thumbnail, it sounds like Trump already knows he's going to win. Do y'all think this is already done? We got like 2 more hours or an hour and a half. Do y'all think this is already done? Yes or no? Drop yes or no in the chat. Do y'all think this is already done? Donald Trump is up there about to cry. He's all emotional because he's about to win. That's so beautiful. But what do y'all think? Yes or no? Benjamin Angela says, I think he is about to win. It's a black woman. It's not a black woman. What do you mean? What black woman? Talking about the girl that I was talking about blinking. Yeah, the black girl that was blinking. Yes, she's black. Yes. Although I think for sure he'll have the votes, I'll be shocked if there's not a cheat. Yeah. Yes. I don't know. Yes. Never a time to relax. A fake black woman. Yeah, she's a fake black woman. Yeah, I think this election is already over, and I think it was cute. You know what I'm saying? And this is what I said. Well, I'll just play this again. Hold on.
Outnumber the Harris signs 10-1 throughout the state.
So I've been talking to a lot of black men, either online or in person, to ask who they're voting for. And what I found out is the majority of the men are voting for Trump, but they're saying they're voting for Kamala on social media. Why is this? Because they don't want to piss off or alienate their female audience, because most of these men I've talked to, they have huge female audiences. So on social media, they're like, go Kamala Harris, but behind the scenes, they're voting for Trump, which makes a lot of sense. You ladies are used to being lied to anyway, so it don't make no difference. But altogether, nobody's voting for this damn woman. And men on social media are saying they're voting for her in order to make y'all feel good. So all of this is just cute. You already know this woman is not going to be president. And it was fun while it lasted. But in the next 2 days, we're going to go back to normal and y'all going to sit down somewhere and be quiet. All facts. Where is the sharing? Here we go. I got to unpause it.
Trump to have his children there with him on that final day of campaigning as well, Kristen.
Yeah, extraordinary to think of how much time he has been on the campaign trail, Dasha, that's for sure. So take me inside their strategy. What do they see as their best path to victory? And can he get to the White House without winning Pennsylvania?
It's an excellent question. Pennsylvania is that gold prize. The thing tonight that they're watching for most closely is really North Carolina and Georgia, because we do think we'll get those results a little faster than we will get those blue wall states coming through. And boy, does he need North Carolina. He won it both in 2016 and 2020, and he needs it again. Otherwise, the math gets a little bit dicey. He does have other paths besides Pennsylvania if he isn't able to win that. But of course, that's the one that both Harris and Trump has visited most often, most electoral votes, and it's been the thing to put a lot.
And this is when it's going to get a little dicey, because y'all got to remember, Trump can get the majority of the popular vote and then still possibly lose. Depends on which state each candidate gets. So it can get dicey.
Of presidents over the edge, Kristen.
Yeah, Democrat hasn't won there since 2008. We could actually get results for North Carolina to right, Dasha, and you set the stakes very well for how important that state is. Thank you so much, Gabe Gutierrez. Let's head over to you. Well, we heard the vice president in that interview earlier today. How is she spending her day? What's the mood inside her campaign?
Hi there, Kristen. Well, we are here at Howard University, as you mentioned, and
everybody hit the like button. 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 Quick commercial break, and we'll come right back. Quick commercial break, and we'll come right back.
We meet up at a coffee shop and play this fun dating card game. We'll have fun and see if we're compatible all at the same time.
Ooh, what's the name of the game?
It's called Deeper Discussions.
I'm down.
Okay, meet you at 6.
Fellas, buy this card game. Ladies, buy this card game. Buy about 2 or 3 card games. The main reason why people can't stay together isn't because they don't like each other no more. It's actually because their present family issues come up or their past family issues come up. But when you play Deeper Discussions, you'll be able to understand a person's family issues up front.
This game can be played with either 2 people or an entire group. So have fun.
Question number 1. Name a time when money was the main factor why a relationship went bad.
Deeper Discussions Dating Edition. Again, these cards are good for vetting a potential boyfriend,
Candidate.
a potential girlfriend, a potential husband, a potential wife. The texture of these cards are so soft and silky, by the way. Like
they ain't gonna get
really
wore out.
Durable.
A dating card game for introverts who have a hard time asking the much needed compatibility questions. Deeper Discussions, the card game.
as you said, this has huge significance for Vice President Harris, her alma mater, of course. Behind me, the stage is being set. You might be able to hear the sound check. Music's about to kick in here. But this is so significant for her, not just because it's the alma mater, but back in 2019, Kristen, she also announced her presidential bid back then as well. Now, the mood inside the Harris campaign, and to borrow a phrase from Dasha, look, the Harris campaign is also cautiously optimistic. That's something that you often hear from campaigns, not trying to sound too jubilant at this point. But we have been hearing from Vice President Harris over the last several days, really during her swing throughout Pennsylvania yesterday, that the momentum, they feel the momentum is on their side. And that's something we've been hearing more and more in these last several hours, although the campaign does feel
that a lot of those eyes, as we've talked about, has been focused on Black voters. Here in Georgia, the early vote turnout, more than 1 million Black voters have cast their ballot. That is a state record. That's a very large number. And that's something that they're watching very closely. The question now, of course, is who's coming out today. The other thing, Kristen, that I think is important to point out is when we will start to see results. You'll remember, of course, back in 2020, Georgia wasn't called for more than a week after Election Day. Well, this time around, state law.
Oh, damn. So we may not know until next week sometime. Damn, that's a long time from now. We may not know until next week, according to her.
mandates that all counties have to start tabulating those early votes and many of the absentee ballots, most of the absentee ballots by 8 p.m., an hour after polls close. So that means that we should see a good majority of those votes start to be tabulated very quickly tonight. Kristen.
Just fascinating stuff from the ground there in Georgia. Blaine, thank you so much. Great to see you. Shaq, let me turn to you now in all-important Milwaukee. What are voters telling you there? What Blaine is saying that the wait time not as long as you might anticipate there, likely because there were so.
He looks like he's voting for Kamala. He looks like he got a little sugar in his tank.
Many early votes. What are you seeing in Milwaukee?
Well, Kristen, despite the rain that you may see and hear around me, it's been a steady flow of people going at this polling location. The clerk actually told me this morning there was a line of people that went on about an hour.
Yo, all facts, Sandra. She had her natural hair and she looking sexy, looking in that little pink with her natural hair. Oh yeah, she looked good. I hope she'll show back up.
Or long, so that shows some of the enthusiasm that you have here. One of my favorite conversations was a voter who said he was undecided until this morning. He decided to take 2 laps around this park here, and that's when he ultimately made a decision. He went to back Vice President Kamala Harris, but I want you to listen to some of the other conversations I had with folks today. Are you willing to share who you
say thank you to?
Low propensity voters. I know there has been so much focus on making sure they do turn out to vote. I have been talking to some allies of the former president who are somewhat concerned that the ground game was outsourced to some extent. Do they have reason to be concerned? We're getting a lot of stats coming in from the Biden campaign. For example, they say they're knocking on 2 million doors to get out those low propensity voters. I was speaking to someone overnight who was deeply concerned that a lot of the ground game for the Trump campaign has been outsourced, quite frankly. And saying you have Kamala Harris literally knocking on doors herself, and there's not that same on the ground organization. This ally was saying.
Yeah. All this door knocking stuff, I don't think is going to help, because at the end of the day, this is bigger than a bunch of people knocking on people's doors. Unless the actual person, whether Kamala Harris or Trump, was to knock on my door, I don't give a damn about somebody knocking on my door. So all this door knocking stuff is not going to make no difference. Nobody care about nobody knocking on the damn door. Most people ain't answering the door.
Yeah,
as they perceive to be.
Yeah, so I actually work with an organization that is one of the main organizations doing the ground game.
Yep.
And much like the organization I work for, the American First Policy Institute, you don't hear about us unless we want you to. They are doing that work. They have turned out actually more voters who did not vote in 2020 than the margin of victory that Joe Biden had in each of the battleground states in 2020. They've turned out those folks. And then when you add on the voter registration that we've talked about for a lot here in the battleground states, the early vote turnout, their deficit in urban voters and female voters that we've talked about. And now today, I'm actually seeing reports coming out of people close to the campaign that said Democrat turnout, or at least turnout in Democrat counties around Washington, D.C. and Virginia, down 20%. They're seeing similar trends in some blue wall areas of it.
So that shows you right there, y'all. Democrat voters are down 20%. And most likely, it's already over. It's already over. But let's play some of these videos, and we'll come back for an update in a second.
Supporting Kamala, too.
Yeah, seriously, it's like insane.
Public Diddy party lists that are supporting Kamala, too.
Yeah, seriously, it's like insane.
Publicly, openly, like all in.
Yes. It's like J-Lo was like his ex-girlfriend. and it's like now deciding she's like warning people against Trump. I'm like, well, wait a second. So how many people did she warn against Diddy?
Right.
Oh, 0. Okay.
Right.
Well, maybe we shouldn't trust her opinion.
Did you see
that part right there was hilarious. She didn't warn nobody about Diddy, but you want to warn people about Trump. That is nuts.
That. Don't forget that your sister is a black woman. And as a black man, I stand proudly with Kamala Harris this morning with tears in my eyes.
Because you're a sissy.
It means so much to me. Do you know the lady picked up the phone and called me when my son died? How about that? How about how personal her and Joe Biden has been? How about Joe Biden wrote me a letter?
I bet if Trump picked up the phone and called you about your son, you still wouldn't vote for him because you're getting paid by opportunities by these gay people to vote for or advocate for Kamala. So stop it.
Naming my grandkids and naming my son's name in a personal handle like that. And anybody, the person that got killed at the Trump rally, who do you think called that man's wife to offer his condolences? Even if you don't know what Medgar Evers died for, this is what Rosa Parks went to jail for. All of the sacrifices that black people had to make.
This is what's crazy. Does anybody know that Rosa Parks, that bus situation was orchestrated on purpose? Does anybody know that? And you can look this up. Rosa Parks, the whole situation with her not wanting to sit down or stand up on a bus, that was orchestrated. They went and got the most popular black woman in the black church, put her on a bus, and then had her sit down and in the front of the bus, and she deliberately said, "I'm not going to the back of the bus." All of that was orchestrated. It was literally fake. Am I wrong? It was fake. You can look it up. It was fake. Let's keep going.
Your grandmother's cleaning up white people's house and cleaning and scrubbing floors and doing all of this stuff. All these black people made all these sacrifices for us, where we can have this opportunity. And then you get a woman, now you want to question her race and question her ability and her.
Yeah, Love Jones. It was other black women that refused to go to the back of the bus that got beat up or whatever, but they planted her on the bus in particular because she was very popular, and then that's when the bus boycott started.
All this stuff. Why? Why are we doing this? Why are we like this? What is wrong? And I'm sitting here.
Oh, and speaking of stuff, buy my card games. My mother-daughter card game is officially out, and my Deep Discussions card game is out, of course. And this card game is $35, and this card game is $199. And you may say, $199? Why in the world would somebody want to buy a card game for $199? Because, for one, there are 2 card games in the mother-daughter card game. 2 card games. One card game is for the daughter, and the other card game is for the mother. So you have your own deck. So the mother can ask questions to the daughter, and the daughter can ask questions to the mother. And that is the significance of this card game. It's the most interactive card game you'll ever play because you have your own questions, and the other person, well, you have your own deck, and the other person has their own deck. And now, when you and your mom plays the card game, or you and your daughter play the card game, y'all are on equal footing, so nobody feels attacked or judged. Somebody says lower those prices. No. Why would I do that? There's no other product on the market, that can help a woman let go of her childhood trauma by having a deep, intimate, beautiful, loving conversation with their mother other than this card game. There's no other product on the market that can help you let go of your issues that you've been having with your mother for years. There's no other product on the market. In order for you to do what this card game would do for you, you will have to spend 6 to 8 months in therapy with your mother. And going to therapy by yourself costs $100 an hour. Imagine how much it costs for you and your mother to go to therapy together. And your mama ain't gonna do no much, sit here and gaslight you in front of the therapist, and you ain't gonna get no word in the edgewise. And next thing you know, the therapist is gonna be like, why don't you just listen to your mother? And then you're gonna be like, are you serious? So y'all just gonna double team me. You ain't gotta worry about getting double teamed between your mama and triangulate it between your mom and your therapist if you play this card game, because you'll have your own card deck and your mama have her own card deck. So at the end of the day, if you think it's too much, sit your ass home, shut up, and don't buy the card game. How about that? I don't need you to buy the card game if you think it's too much. Sit your ass home and shut up.
Here, I should be voting for Trump with the tax bracket that I'm in, but if I have to pay more taxes.
Oh, hold on. Love Jones says, my mom pulls rank playing Monopoly with me. Oh, hold on. Love Jones, did you buy the card game then? Because I bet she can't pull rank on you with this. She can't pull rank on you playing this card game. Look how thick it is. It's 108 cards in this card game. Trying to tell y'all, get this card game or forever hold your peace. And the holidays coming up too. You got to deal with your mama and your grandmama all in the same room. All right.
In order to do what's right, just where somebody else can have food in their mouth and do the right thing or whatever.
All right, shut your sissy ass up. I'm sick of you.
He is elected. It's all good. It's all good.
Thank you, the memory hole.
I don't understand how we got so toxic.
Come on. But this is what I mean. This is what I mean. I mean, we're having a conversation. Hold up. Hold on a minute. Hold up. This is, listen everybody. Hey, y'all up there, pay attention. Here's what happens. Listen.
I can't vote. For a party that is for all kind of sexual perversions.
No, ma'am, no, sir. I can't do it.
Vote for a party that's going to accept transgenders going into women's restrooms. I can't do it. I can't go with a party that says you can be a boy today and a girl tomorrow. I can't follow a party that wants to sexualize our children in school, put drag queens in front of them, reading them little children's stories. I can't do it.
I can't do it. I can't do it.
Don't tell me I need to protect women's health care if your only form of women's health care is abortion.
Hey, Jenny, did you do your chores today?
Well, I grew up in a middle-class family.
I grew up in a middle-class household. We were renters.
Jenny, did you finish your schoolwork yet?
I grew up in a middle-class family.
I grew up a middle-class kid.
Jenny, I thought I told you to take out the dog.
Well, I grew up in a middle-class family. Don't you just love fried chicken?
We talk about bringing down prices and making life more affordable for people. Yeah. What are one or two specific things you have in mind for that?
Well, I'll start with this. I grew up a middle-class kid.
I know you say that your values have not changed, so then why have so many of your policy positions changed?
I grew up a middle-class kid raised by a hardworking mother.
Previous video that if you're stupid enough to go out and vote for a person simply because they're a woman and you think they're black, you don't have no business voting. Shout out to Killer Mike for finally clearing this whole thing up about Project 2025. It's just a proposal. So what I need all of you to do is to go look up Kamala Harris's policies and the other times that she's spoken.
Well, let's start with this. Prices have gone up. Who doesn't love a yellow school bus? They will remain yellow, but their heart will be green. They will remain yellow, but their heart will be green.
What can be, unburdened by what has been. What can be, unburdened by what has been. What can be, unburdened by what has been. What we can see, what we believe can be, unburdened by what has been. What can be, unburdened by what has been.
And if you want to still vote for her, it's cool, but at least understand what the two candidates are looking to actually implement. So we need to stop fighting about stupid shit and actually look at policies and see which candidate is the best. I don't give a damn about neither one of them. I'm not a Trump supporter, but I'm definitely not going to vote for a person simply because they have titties. That don't make no damn sense. See, the problem is y'all don't know how to get married. See, the true government is of your household. And none of y'all have a president in your own motherfucking house. So when y'all sitting around whining about Joe Biden, Donald Trump, and all this other shit, how about you get somebody to govern your own household? How about you govern your own womb instead of letting random men nut in it and then go get a damn abortion when you feel like it? That is the true government. The government of your body. The stupid shit you keep eating. The stupid shit you keep drinking. That is the actual government that you need to be paying attention to. So this isn't about politics, but this is about government. All you single ass women with all your little badass little kids ain't got no man, ain't got no husband. Y'all are the goddamn problem. Sitting there whining about the actual government. What about the government of your goddamn household? You ain't got no man. You ain't got no husband. But all y'all got kids though. I don't know how that happened. All y'all got kids, but don't none of y'all have no damn man or no husband. But all the BET Awards or anybody else got to do is prance a black woman in front of your face and she says some old sassy, stupid shit and you gonna vote for her.
They feel like, damn, if deep down, they feel like, damn, if somebody as stupid as Kamala Harris can become president, anything can happen. It's like if somebody with no arms can win the Olympics and you don't have no arms, it makes you feel good. The person with no arms is representing you because you also have no arms. And you see a woman on TV with no brain. So you can feel like, damn, if her brainless bird brain ass can win the election and you sound exactly like Kamala Harris when your ass be talking. And you're like, oh my God, I think just like her. I answer questions just like her. You want her to win simply because she's stupid. Because you recognize that she's stupid. And because of that, you actually want a stupid person to be your president.
Harris comes across as very likable, almost soft-spoken and relatable to the general public. Where I think Trump comes off as just the opposite. But he gives people a sense of strength that they're craving. He gives people a sense of strength. And I don't feel that they see that strength in Harris. How do you think it's going to go? Trump. You think so? I do. Why? I'm in the sign industry. I travel all around the state on a weekly basis. And just based on people I've spoken to and the signs I see, and the Trump signs probably outnumber the Harris signs 10 to 1 throughout the state.
So I've been talking to a lot of black men, either online or in person, to ask who they're voting for. And what I found out is the majority of the men are voting for Trump, but they're saying they're voting for Kamala on social media. Why is this? Because they don't want to piss off or alienate their female audience, because most of these men I've talked to, they have huge female audiences. So on social media, they're like, go Kamala Harris, but behind the scenes, they're voting for Trump, which makes a lot of sense. You ladies are used to being lied to anyway, so it don't make no difference. But altogether, nobody's voting for this damn woman. And men on social media are saying they're voting for her in order to make y'all feel good. So all of this is just cute. You already know this woman is not going to be president. And it was fun while it lasted. But in the next 2 days, we're going to go back to normal and y'all going to sit down somewhere and be quiet. All right. Let's get an update on what's been going on in the last 15 minutes. Let's see.
Arizona, Nevada, and Pennsylvania. And that could be very key.
All right, this is
Quickly here, Chuck. One is this issue we're talking about, these low propensity voters.
Right.
And in my conversation with Trump campaign officials and advisors, just even in the last few hours here,
higher the turnout. That actually might.
Chuck, look, it's the big issue, right? It's the economy, the state of democracy, abortion.
Right.
What do you think we're going to see at the top?
Well, look, I am very curious. If economy's not at the top, that's a tell. Right off the bat. And there's been a question, is this a micro election or a macro election, right? What do I mean by that? We've been talking about a lot of specific issues. You and I have spent a lot of time this year talking about inflation and the importance of that. And there's no doubt it's been a real drag on President Biden's job rating. It's been sort of the wind at President Trump's sails. But if it's not the top issue, that means there's something else that they went into that voting booth. And, look, state of democracy you got to be careful here because it's a subjective, I think.
Well, it
it's
cuts both ways.
It can cut both ways.
It's the Democrats and Republicans both have different visions of what that means to them.
I really want to see the gender gap on that.
Well, guess what?
Because that to me will be whether that is a tell. Yeah. If you've got a massive gender gap on state of the democracy, and it is something that more women are picking than men, and when we see the top issues by gender, that's going to tell us a lot about this election.
Day. Chuck, we already have one tell, and that's the early voting data. Right. Record-breaking across all the battleground states, something we've never seen before, but we're also seeing an uptick between both parties, right? So it's tough to say, what is that going to show us?
Look, we've seen this polling, right? If you are a regular voter, the more regular you are in voting, the more likely you support Harris.
Huh? The more regular of a voter you are, you going to vote for Harris? I would think the regular voter would vote for the regular candidate, which is Trump. What do y'all think about that? Do you think the regular voter that isn't deep into all this stuff is going to vote for Harris? Well, yeah, that makes sense. Just thinking about it. Yeah. The regular voter probably would vote for Harris. Yeah, I ain't gonna lie, that makes sense. Because people who don't know what's going on, they're like, oh, she'll be different. She'll be interesting. I see, so yeah, I can see that. I can see that. I can see that.
If you don't vote in every election, and the less frequently you vote, the more likely you're a voter for Trump. So the higher the turnout, that actually might benefit Trump.
Oh, what do y'all think? That makes sense. So if according to him, if the regular everyday voter, that person that votes every year and gets let down every year is voting, they're probably going to vote for Kamala Harris. But if the turnout is so high and so unprecedented, that actually means there are more irregular voters voting in this election, which means is more of a guarantee that those people are going to vote for Trump. And the reason why is an unprecedented amount of people voting is because the economy is in the toilet, and it takes us, the people who don't necessarily care about this shit like that, to come in and vote for the damn people to keep the stupid people from winning. So that makes all the sense in the world. Do y'all agree or do y'all disagree? That makes sense.
More than it benefits Harris, even though traditionally, and this has all been since the Trump era, Trump does a good job at getting sort of non-traditional voters to the polls. It's why we've seen his party do so poorly when his name is not on the ballot.
There's two storylines that I'm looking at here, and you've mentioned both of them obliquely here, Chuck. One is this issue we're talking about, these low propensity voters. Right. And in my conversation with Trump campaign officials and advisors, just even in the last few hours here, they're feeling pretty good about getting those low propensity voters. In plain English, all that means is people who don't tend to vote a ton.
Don't typically vote.
They feel good about getting them out. The other big thing, of course, is the gender gap. And I want to say we finally do have these numbers in now on the most important issue. Look at that in bright pink there. 36% of voters say the most important issue to them is the state of democracy, not the economy as the top issue. That is right there at number 2 at 30%, the economy. Abortion, 14%, followed by immigration.
Top issue.
And this is
the early voting data.
Right.
Record-breaking across all the battleground states. The early voting data.
Right.
Record.
This is a little. We know it.
The early voting data. Record-breaking. The early voting data.
Record. This is a little grains of salt we want to give you.
Okay, let's look at this for a second. Foreign policy, nobody cares. Immigration, some people care. Abortion, a lot of people care. The state of democracy, everybody cares. And the economy, everybody cares. Can anybody explain to me what the state of democracy actually looks like or what it means in this conversation? Can anybody articulate in the chat, what does the state of democracy actually means in this pie chart. What does that mean? The state of democracy. What does that mean? Hopefully they'll explain it.
That's right. We're not overreading into it, but we do want to tell you what we know as
directionally. If this is what this electorate is saying, you would be, and the Harris campaign will be ecstatic that that's the direction right now of where things are at.
So we have another exit poll we want to go to right now. Who do you trust more to handle the economy? 51% Donald Trump and 4% behind Kamala Harris. This is not surprising. Trump closed on the economy. He also closed on immigration. Chuck, your take on this?
You know, it is a little surprising.
I think the gap.
Exactly.
Should be farther.
Yeah,
right?
Donald Trump had been leading on this pretty heavily.
8 to 12 points in many of our, when we would say who'd be better for the economy. She didn't have to win this issue. She just couldn't get clobbered on this issue. Again,
early data.
But wow, that's not an insignificant tool.
And again,
I don't understand what the state of democracy would mean. So I don't know what that part means. But this right here is weird. Why would who do you trust more to handle the economy? Why is 40% Kamala Harris? Wouldn't it be like 10% Kamala Harris? Kamala Harris is an idiot. And when Donald Trump was in office, the economy was great. I don't understand this.
And this is the first data we're getting, so we're obviously going to be talking about it for a while.
together.
Do you know who else is interested in this data, right? Not just us, not just voters, the campaigns. They love to know where this early data is coming in, what it means, and what it says about the electorate, what trends we can draw more broadly from some of the numbers that we're seeing here.
We have another exit.
Everybody hit the like button. 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 Everybody hit the like button.
The poll that's just in. This is who do you trust more to handle the issue of abortion? Let's take a look at that. I think we have that one in.
We don't yet.
We're actually working on that one. Okay, we're still working. It's about to come, and as soon as it is, we will bring it to you live.
I have to tell you,
why is abortion part of the conversation? Who gives a shit?
we're seeing this at the same time that you're seeing this.
Yeah.
It's loading into the system. We're bringing it up the second that we have it. But I want to bring in Christine Romans, who's with us here in the studio, as we talk about that gap on the economy here and where it stands. Listen, it is one of the most important issues to voters, right? We know that based on these early numbers now.
Why is abortion so much of an issue, y'all? Trump is not getting rid of the abortion. I mean, Trump is not getting rid of abortion. He's leaving abortion to the decision of the actual state. Why is abortion even a conversation? I don't understand. Nobody's against it. All right, so Ty said all of this is lies and they're just using it as propaganda. So they want the right to... Exactly, Bridget. Like, why is this so much of a conversation? Who cares?
You and I have been talking for months about the disconnect for some voters between the actual numbers in the economy, inflation, the lowest it's been in several years, the unemployment rate at just over 4%. And yet people don't necessarily feel great about it.
Yeah, these top-line economic numbers that are so strong and robust for the American economy. But when you ask voters how they consistently feel like higher prices is something that's holding their family back. And it's not just inflation. You know, I've been going to a lot of battleground states. They're concerned about the cost of elder care, about child care, about housing. They're concerned about wages, especially in states like Nevada. So there are a lot of different things at play here for when you ask people how they feel about the economy, what exactly is their beef overall. We do know that in 2016, when voters said that they felt bad about the economy, they voted more for Donald Trump than for Hillary Clinton. Right. And you go to 2020, when you ask people how they felt about the economy, if they felt bad about the economy, they were more likely to vote for Joe Biden.
So what does all of this mean? Let me fast forward a little bit. All right, so let's look at this.
Voters, because it sort of cuts against the grain from what they were before.
Also kind of explains why we've been seeing this consistent gap between Donald Trump and those Republican Senate candidates.
So what do y'all think about this? Who do you trust more to handle abortion? It's like, I'm starting to believe the person that says all of this is lies and all of this is propaganda. Because how is everything almost 50-50? It almost doesn't make no damn sense. How is everything almost 50-50? That can't make sense. So yeah, I think this is propaganda and they're just saying shit.
On this issue. I've had a lot of, I think Donald Trump successfully muddied his position, but he didn't help his party. And it's going to be interesting to see that. I do think there are essentially.
See what I'm saying? I'm done with this shit. Look, how is everything 50-50? Immigration is 50-50 too? Are you serious? I'm not looking at the rest of this because it's stupid. It's stupid. They're lying. How is everything 50-50? It's not rigged. They're just lying. They're just making up something. The best thing for mainstream media is for Trump to win so they can beat him up for the next 4 years. Hold on. Somebody else said something in particular. Here it is. Deborah says, because it keeps people in fear of what they think may happen to them. Facts. It keeps the Kamala people fearful that Trump may win, and it keeps the Trump people fearful that Kamala may win. I totally agree. So I'm letting y'all know now, I don't want to play no more of that specifically because I don't believe it, and it's causing everybody to get anxiety because some people want Trump to win, so they're getting anxiety because Kamala is 50% off, and then the people who want to vote for Kamala, they get anxiety because it looks like no, I'm not doing it. I'm not doing that. I'm not doing it. I am not going to be sitting here being anxious because of none of this shit. No, I'm not doing it at all. So hold on. So I'm going to end this show now because let's just see what happens. Because, and I suggest for all of y'all to not be sitting in front of the TV, sitting in front of the news, go outside, go look at some other stuff. Don't even be thinking about this shit. Whoever wins is whoever wins. Who cares? Let's do that. What do y'all think about that? Who cares who wins? Because one thing I don't want y'all to do is have anxiety on either one of these goofy people. All right. Because Trump is stupid and Kamala is stupid. I just think Kamala is more stupid than Trump. You know what I'm saying? DL says come back tonight. Yeah, I may come back. And we'll talk about what happens in the next few hours or whatever. So yeah, I may do a part 2 of this live stream because I don't want to be responsible for your anxiety. You know, I don't want you to get anxious because you're watching my live stream and I'm showing you all this propaganda and everything is 50-50. Oh my God. You know what I'm saying? So because I think it's all bullshit. So I may come back later on tonight. So if you are not subscribed to my channel, make sure to subscribe to my channel. And I most likely will be back later on. And, you know, when we get some more in-depth results, because these results are bullshit. So let me unshare the screen. So I'll be back later on tonight. And if you have not already, make sure to buy one of my life-changing card games. See y'all later. With a solution that will help every woman watching, regardless of age, regardless of background. See, in my 7 years of coaching women, the number one thing that I hear in my coaching sessions is her issue or tumultuous relationship with her mother. So what I've done is come out with a card game that will actually help mothers and daughters come back together. We have to get to the source of a woman's pain, her inadequacies, her insecurities, and heal that little girl inside of her before she goes out in the world as a woman. I call Like Mother, Like Daughter, therapy in a box. Therapy in a box is 50 questions for the daughter to ask the mother, questions that you always wanted to ask. And it's also 50 questions for the mother to ask the daughter. But when you're able to ask the questions that you always wanted to ask to your mother without her getting upset, without her pulling rank on you, the lines of communication are now open. When women are finally able to forgive their mother, forgive their father, forgive what happened to them, and most importantly, hear her mother's side of the story that she never divulged to you, relationships outside of the household would then blossom. Because for most women, there's a hurt little girl inside of her that never had an opportunity to be seen or heard. All of the resentment, the lack of being heard, but all that stops when you buy my new Like Mother, Like Daughter card game. Order it now. The link is under this video. Click the link and let's start healing.
How about we meet up at a coffee shop and play this fun dating card game? We'll have fun and see if we're compatible all at the same time.
Ooh, what's the name of the game?
It's called Deeper Discussions.
I'm down.
Okay, meet you at 6.
Fellas, buy this card game. Ladies, buy this card game. Buy about 2 or 3 card games. The main reason why people can't stay together isn't because they don't like each other no more. It's actually because their present family issues come up or their past family issues come up. But when you play Deeper Discussions, you'll be able to understand a person's family issues up front.
This game can be played with either 2 people or an entire group. So have fun.
Question number 1. Name a time when money was the main factor why a relationship went bad.
Deeper Discussions Dating Edition. Again, these cards are good for vetting a potential boyfriend,
Candidate.
a potential girlfriend, a potential husband, a potential wife. The texture of these cards are so soft and silky, by the way. Like
they ain't gonna get
really
wore out.
Durable.
A dating card game for introverts who have a hard time asking the much needed compatibility questions. Deeper Discussions, the card game.